So when you remodel your database, obviously you will have a lot of changes. If you use tools to run a migration based on SQL scripts, like I am, and the migration was quite big, you don't want to do this, write these migration SQLs manually. In this example, I want to show you one way to do that, to generate these migration statements automatically using open source tools. So in my example, you can see I changed a lot of things, and the database is at the current state of the code. So I'm auto-generating this the database schema using in this case Spring Boot JPA, and there is a flag to create your database model automatically based on your Kotlin or Java definitions. What I want to have is I want to run it in the validate state, so it validates if the code models correspond with the database schema after applying the flyway migrations, which are SQL based migrations. So now I have this empty migration that is supposed to have all these changes that I have done here. So as I already mentioned, I'm using pgadmin, and they have a really nice feature. It's called schema diff, where you can compare two schemas. So this is the current state of the schema, and before I created this, I did a backup of the old one before I applied I did all my changes. So I have the old version and the new version, and when I run the compare, it should give me all the changes that are changed, and when you click on those rows, you can see on the different in this different tab, gives you the statements that you need to apply in order to get from that version to that version. So in theory, I should just be able to copy all of those statements in my script. Let's do a side-by-side view. So first table is feature, it has these statements. Second table is feature value. Then the plan. I have a new model, goes in here. And a changed one again. Good. So these are all the statements that I apparently need to, and if flyway runs this, it should be all in sync. So now I'm doing a little cleanup. I don't need this schema in the name in these statements. I want to do it schema free. Then sometimes there are some artifacts like table space. I don't need the table space here. I don't need the ownership here. I don't need this collate. So just take a look quickly. Probably nothing is wrong if you keep those, but I really don't need them. Okay, perfect. Now I have a new migration. It's called number 7. So I'm activating this, or at least checking wrong. So the target version of flyway is 7, which is my file. That's perfect. In my dev profile I have flyware enabled. Spring is just validating the schema, so I should be able to run it. Before that I will just wipe this database so I don't have some artifacts, and I will start the application. And if everything went well, I should... Okay, I have an error somewhere in my script. Let's take a look. Yeah, let's get rid of this. Optimistically, I will just rerun it and maybe it works. Don't know where this came from. And if the server starts, the two schemas should be sufficiently identical so I can work with it. And it is starting, so I'm fine. Thanks for listening.